Hi friends, welcome to another episode of Running with Alicia. I'm Alicia, a doubly certified run coach, here to teach you some things about running. I'm glad you're here, now let's get into it. Hi friends, today I wanted to talk about the difference between dynamic stretching and static stretching. Dynamic stretching is more of the movement stretches that you should do before a run. So this is the butt kicks, the high knees, even walking is an underrated dynamic stretch. That is what I like to recommend to my runners to do before they start running. Today I'm going to show you my personal static stretching routine. These are the type of stretches that we've all learned over the years in gym classes, in exercise classes, but I'm going to show you my personal static stretching routine as well as my everyday stretching routine. I hope this helps. Let's get into it. Yogi is here with me today, so you may see my dog in these videos. The first thing I like to do is a calf stretch. So you will find a hard surface, so a wall. I like to do my stretches before I go into the house, so I actually use my car tire, anything that you can place your foot against. So you find that surface and you will come over and place your foot at an angle so your toes are on the hard surface, press against, bend your knee, and lean forward. You should feel this in your calf. I also like to straighten up, feel it throughout my whole leg, and release. Then do the other side. And release. I will show you a zoomed in version of this now. The next stretch that I like to do is a hamstring stretch. So you will bring your leg backwards while holding your foot. You can hold onto a surface, or if you want to work on your balance, you can do it without holding on. Either way is okay. You should feel this in your hamstring. Hold it for a few seconds and do the other side. Next, I like to do a standing knee to chest pose. So again, holding your knee to your chest. I also like to do this in my everyday stretches laying down. Hold it for a few seconds and move to the other side. As you can see, I keep this pretty simple because I do an everyday stretching routine. The final thing I like to do after my runs is I like to find a wall and I will place my hands on the wall, 1 foot backwards, 1 foot forwards. Keep this one at a 90-degree. And you should feel this all the way down the back of your leg. This is a great stretch if you're having problems with your Achilles tendon and your calves. All of that will be stretched out. Pressing harder against the wall or the surface will make this stretch even more intense. Switch sides. Great. That is my routine after every run. I keep it short and simple. It doesn't have to be a long routine, just so you're making sure that you are stretching out those muscles after a run. All right, I hope that helped you learn some static stretches that you can do after your runs. Now I will show you my everyday stretching routine that I do. The first thing that I start off is with lunges. I do hands overhead and one hand reaching over to the side. I do this on one side and then move to the other. I then move into leg crossover knee holds. Do one side and then the other. Followed by butterfly pose. I usually hold this one for a little while. I then move into reaching for my toes. This is going to look different for everybody. I cannot reach my toes right now. Some of you may be able to, and some of you may be sitting even higher than I am. I then do arm holds where I tilt my neck to the side while I'm holding my arms, followed by tricep holds. I then move into Cobra to Upward Dog and to Child's Pose. Some days I do this more and some days I do it less. When I am done with the last Child's Pose that I'm doing for the day, I move my hand slightly to the left and hold. And then slightly to the right and hold. And then I move into a cross underneath arm position. I do this on both sides. The next pose that I move into is a pigeon pose. This is my absolute favorite pose, but not everybody is able to do it. So if you're not able to do it at first, don't get frustrated. Be careful in this pose, as it does work your hip flexors a lot, so be careful not to hurt yourself. Let's move over to our back. On my back, I do double knee to chest pose. Then I pull one leg in and hold for a moment, followed by bringing the right leg up straight. I find that holding the leg down closer to my bottom helps to keep the leg straight and helps with the stretch the best. I hover the left leg while doing this, and then I switch. Knee to chest pose, left leg comes up, hold, hover the right leg. I then move into a back twist, where the left leg comes over. I have my arms out as a T, and I am looking the opposite direction as my leg is. I do that on one side and then the other. Finally, I do a full body stretch, reaching as far over my head as I can and pointing my toes at the same time. Namaste. Thank you for watching this. If you liked, give a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe. I hope it gave you some ideas of some static stretching. Happy running!